Bold and beautiful spoilers today. An emotional Ridge talks to Eric December 11th recap. Curious to know the spoilers for the bold and the beautiful for December 11th? In the latest episode, Beth welcomes all family members to the wedding. She reminds them that this isn't an ordinary wedding ceremony but a moment to celebrate her parents' reunion. She expresses her gratitude to the couple for making things right and reuniting the family. Spoilers for what happens on the bold and the beautiful today on December 11th, 2025. Taylor calls Sheila crazy. Sheila continues to be upset that she didn't get the opportunity to attend Hope's wedding with her husband, Deacon. Taylor asks Sheila to cool down, but the latter hints at crashing the wedding. A disappointed Taylor urges her not to ruin the big day and calls her crazy. She later clarifies that she didn't mean the word. Sheila later apologizes, while Taylor is happy to see that she didn't lash out in anger. Taylor asks her to remain a good person and wait for things to get better. When Sheila says she has to go, Taylor asks her whether it's home, but gets no response. Taylor asks her not to come unannounced from next time onwards. Sheila thanks her for her efforts to rescue their marriage and hopes that she doesn't let her down. Ridge meets Eric. Steffi reveals that if Ridge were present at the wedding, he would have been arguing with Bill. Ridge refuses to believe that might be the case, revealing that he isn't in the mood to celebrate right now. He's in guilt that he tried to do the right thing for Eric, and it backfired. He also feels bad that he didn't ask for his dad's opinion before making a decision. When he learns that his dad is in the Forrester building, he meets him. Initially, they ask each other why they aren't at the wedding, followed by Ridge reminding Eric that he respects him and is nothing without him. Everyone gives speeches. Deacon initially thanks the bride and groom for inviting them and then goes on to give them blessings. Donna and Katie then speak their heart out, reflecting on how this occasion marks the reunion of Logan's and Spencer's. Moreover, Bill and Brooke also say a few kind words, followed by Beth, who then asks everyone to get ready for the vows. Steffi gives an update about Ridge. Taylor informs Steffi that Sheila was ranting about not being invited to the wedding. Steffi calls her delusional while revealing that Ridge didn't attend the nuptials as well. Taylor thinks that it might be because Eric didn't react well to the retirement decision, which could have sparked second thoughts in Ridge's mind. Meanwhile, Ridge reveals to Eric that he wanted him to live, so he believed that it was best to retire. He further reassures that they will always be partners. The vows happen. Liam begins the vows, expressing how grateful he is to have Hope in his life and for the beautiful daughter, Beth, she's given him. Hope follows, calling Liam compassionate and strong, and admiring how they've always supported each other through every hardship. She's overjoyed that their family is finally reunited. After the vows, they both say, "I do," and exchange rings as everyone applauds. The crisp California morning at the Spencer estate buzzes with expectation. Today is Hope, Logan, and Liam Spencer's day. Friends, family, and loved ones have gathered to witness one of the most anticipated reunions in the bold and the beautiful history. After years of heartbreak, separation, explosive drama, rekindled love, and finally redemption, the Lope story leads to this breathtaking moment. But somewhere beneath the sunshine, a different kind of emotional storm is brewing, one between father and son. Entertainment Now +1. Clinking Glasses Love takes center stage. Hope and Liam's wedding. Lope. Two syllables that carry years of history, passion, pain, mistakes, forgiveness, and an unshakable bond. Beth Spencer, their bright and earnest daughter, stands at the center of it all, ready to officiate the union between her parents. Emotions run high. This isn't just a wedding, it's a culmination of every argument, every tear, every moment Hope and Liam ever shared. Deacon Sharp, Hope's father, gives her away in a touching tribute to his daughter's resilience. Family members take turns paying homage to the journey these two have walked, from Hope's vulnerability after loss to Liam's life and death struggle and back into love's waiting arms again. Friends like Donna and Katie contribute heartfelt readings. Bill and Brooke offer blessings that reflect not just family support, but mutual respect amid decades of cross-family drama. Soapspoilers.com +1. There's laughter. There's joy. There's even a few tears of gratitude, not the bitter kind, but the hopeful kind. The vows are more than words. They are confessions of hard-won wisdom and commitment. As Beth pronounces them husband and wife, it feels like the universe itself is rooting for them. Soapspoilers.com. But while the world outside celebrates, inside the sleek glass walls of Forrester Creations, a different kind of drama unfolds, one that shakes the core of what family truly means. Soapspoilers.com. Cyclone unseen and unfelt, Ridge and Eric skipped the ceremony. On this day of union, two important men are conspicuously absent from the ceremony. Ridge Forrester and Eric Forrester, father and son, architect of Forrester Creations' empire, choose solitude over celebration. Under the surface, the rift between them has been widening for days, rooted in a controversial choice about Eric's future and the company's legacy. Entertainment Now. Ridge's intentions weren't born of cruelty. Far from it. He's long respected and admired his father, a man who built Forrester Creations from humble beginnings into a fashion powerhouse. Ridge knows, better than most, that every thread of success in his own life is intertwined with lessons learned from Eric. And yet, with the best intentions and the noblest of anxieties, Ridge made a decision that blindsided Eric, a push toward retirement that Eric didn't want. Entertainment Now. Today, those unresolved feelings come to a head. Ridge finds Eric, not at the wedding, but in the familiar sanctum of their office, where sketches line the walls and the scent of creativity forever lingers. Entertainment Now. Red Heart, the heart of a designer, an emotional confrontation. What begins as a strained greeting quickly reveals the complexity of their shared history. Ridge opens with a question that's as tender as it is painful. Why aren't we at the wedding? What's left unsaid hangs heavier than any spoken word: guilt, pride, fear, and love. Entertainment Now. Ridge confesses his turmoil, the guilt of believing he was doing what was best for his father but failing to bring him along for the ride. He wanted to protect Eric's health and extend his life, not diminish his legacy. But in trying to secure his father's future, he inadvertently endangered something far more fragile: their bond. Soapspoilers.com. Eric listens, eyes burning with the weight of his own feelings. He didn't come to the wedding not just because of the press or fear of being the center of attention. He came back to the place where his life's work lives. Where every sketch, every fabric swatch, and every silhouette whispers Forrester. Michael Fairman TV. There's beauty in the moment they share. Ridge, vulnerable and honest, dozens of unspoken apologies embedded in his voice. Eric, torn between pride and hurt, trying to reconcile a lifetime of love with a decision that made him feel unseen. Soapspoilers.com.